Hello viewer. Have you noticed that your resin 3D prints have failed due to lack of adhesion of the model on the print bed? Such as falling off the print bed or peeling off. The many causes for this other than old resin or water-infused resin is cold resin. This may lead to inappropriate temperature of the 3D photoresin in the vat just before the print job is started. Whether it may be difficult to keep an area where the 3D resin printer is stored warm to 73 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the essential lowest temperature for a successful photoresin 3D print. Many different solutions such as ready-built thermostat-controlled heaters made for resin printers. But these are in such high demand that they are usually out of stock for months. Also videos on how to make one yourself for your 3D resin printer. But you may not have the skills to solder delicate electronic parts yourself, let alone have available a temperature-controlled resin printer to print the needed parts in the first place. This video will show you how to take some cheap and easy to get parts you may already have and build an effective and tested 3D resin printer heater of your own. So sit back and take notes and watch this video for interesting tips on how to have more successful 3D prints with only a small expenditure of time and money to maximize the efficiency and resin savings of a heated 3D resin printer. The parts you will need are an automobile ceramic heater with maximum load of 15 amps DC. You will also need a wall outlet DC adapter for the auto ceramic heater. These differ from most wall outlet power adapters in that it has a cigarette lighter plug type input for the auto heater. Don't mistake this 15 amp maximum load wall outlet power adapter from a dollar store one that is for a 1 amp maximum load. For all you will get is the fan spinning and no heat at all. You can also use a wall outlet timer to automate the process of switching the heater on and off. Or a digital one with a microprocessor in it. The one pictured is an advanced Wi-Fi wall outlet control with timing functions. The wall outlet power DC adapter plugs into this device, and is controlled with a thermostat attached to it that regulates the heat in the printing chamber to, example, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. When the temperature gets below 75 degrees it switches the power on, which turns the auto ceramic heater on. When the temperature is at 75 degrees or above, it cuts off power to the wall outlet power DC adapter and the heater shuts off. This will help you regulate the heat in the resin printing chamber more efficiently than a 10-minute on and 15-minute off power timer switch. But that also works well. Ensure to monitor the internal temperature of the resin printer chamber as you test the time limits to perfect temperature regulation utilizing a power timer switch. In these tests you can see that the heater is placed in a cardboard box and plugged into the wall outlet power adapter. This is then plugged into the Wi-Fi wall outlet control device, and the box is closed. A digital probe thermometer is inserted in a hole on the top of the box to monitor the inside temperature changes. And the thermometer probe of the Wi-Fi wall outlet control device is also within the box. An app for Android phones is used to control, program and monitor the Wi-Fi wall outlet control device. The ceramic auto heater heats up the box interior well past 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and the Wi-Fi wall outlet control gets input from its thermometer inside the box with the heater. Since the setting is for about 85 degrees Fahrenheit maximum, it shuts the power to the ceramic car heater off. After several minutes the temperature cools down below 75 degrees, and the Wi-Fi wall outlet control switches power to the auto ceramic heater back on until the temperature exceeds 85 degrees. And this cycle continues on and on, maintaining optimal internal temperature of a 3D resin printing chamber. In a resin 3D printer it should keep the resin and the model warm for the entire printing cycle of several hours or even days, even though the outside temperatures are below ideal printing temperatures. Now let's build the device to fit in a 3D resin printer's printing chamber. First you have to glue several magnets to the bottom of the ceramic auto heater to hold it in the inside wall of the printing chamber. If your printer's printing chamber is plastic, then you can use self-adhesive Velcro strips attached to the interior walls and the bottom of the heater. Go to your 3D printer and open the access doors and lower the print bed. Lower the print bed of your printer to clear the way for the heater installation. Place the heater with the bottom facing the inner wall of the printing chamber. Near the top of the printing chamber is desirable. Ensure that the magnets are secured against the metal wall. Carefully raise the print bed to its highest position to ensure that it clears the heater. This one does clear the heater, which is good. If it does not clear the print bed, then try another location like the top ceiling of the print chamber. Now run the power cord on the heater out of the printing chamber. If you find a slot or hole to fit it in, then try it carefully. Do not damage or cut the power cord. Plug the heater's power plug into the 120 volt to 12 volt DC wall outlet power adapter. Plug the wall outlet power adapter's wall plug into the Wi-Fi wall outlet control device. Put the thermometer from the Wi-Fi wall outlet control device into the printing chamber. Double-check all your connections and ensure that they match our instructions. Plug the Wi-Fi wall outlet control device into the wall outlet. Now open the Wi-Fi wall outlet control devices app on your smartphone and set it to 85 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever temperature you desire. Now you have a cheap, easy to build 3D resin printer heater setup for your better prints for colder weather and lower temperatures. Do not run this setup unattended. It is safer to run this setup while you are near the 3D printer for its entire printing time cycle. Good luck and thank you for watching.